You're a strange one, sir. It must be something special to convince you to return. Although if I had a Goomba that cute waiting for me at the dock, I might return too. Well, whatever you're doing, be careful. Goodbye, sir. Long time no see, Mario. I'm totally glad I got to see you again. This is awesome. Everyone's ready. We heard you were coming, so we've been waiting here for you. So are you ready to go? Wherever you want to go, we are so there with you. Aloha, this is the Green Lending Mr. T, and welcome back to some more Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door Double Pain Run. That's kind of done at this point, but we still have... Come on, it didn't even heal me. So... We still have the Pit of 100 Trials to go through, though, but... that's... side stuff. We just have side stuff at this point. You basically can... There's a couple of things that happen after the game, you beat the game, but... Not a lot, as I remember. Basically, one thing just I want to say right now is that since a lot of this stuff at the end is going to be quite time consuming, like I still want to get all the dialogue actually should be done. Is it? No, that's right, never mind. What am I thinking? Okay, so I still have badges to get. We still have the recipes to get. Star pieces, we still have to get those. There's a couple here things there and there. I just have to do them, I guess. I've started college this weekend. I'm kind of wondering if I'll have time to do all these things, because recalling from my Paper Mario playthrough, the recipes just by themselves took me like 4 hours to do, just for a couple of videos. So one of the things I'm worrying about is whether or not I'll be able to get enough recorded to keep up with episodes. So I might start on Banjo-Tooie early a bit, at least some things. I don't know. So today I'm going to be trying to do Troubles, if we still have more time. I'll do some lore, and maybe show off some stuff at the parlor. I should really heal though. You seem pretty cheery, and as always I'm happily busy with my research. By the way, do you know what was in that treasure chest we found in the palace? It contained a dried shroom! Ah! Oh no, it's nothing to be disappointed by. Now we know for certain that people indeed ate mushrooms 1,000 years ago. This is a groundbreaking anthropologic discovery. Alright, so that was just fun. That was what was in the chest. I don't believe there's any added troubles. It's just the troubles that I... No, they did add troubles. Ah, dang it. Well, at any rate, I guess we have quite a lot of. I thought I don't remember there being any more troubles, but guess we gotta get started. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna do lore first, since I realize there's a ton of troubles all of a sudden. Whew, that last battle robbed me of all my ultra shrooms. I'm now basically. Give me a moment. I am now basically in a world of hurt for doing recipes. Let's just leave it like that. Okay. So this guy, I think I mentioned him and talked to him before, but I haven't done any of the tails. So we should have access to all the tails at this point. Oh, I guess let's get started? I don't know. Okay, tell me the tale. Ages ago, a city flourished here in peace and splendor, but it was destroyed in a single day by a demon from the dark beyond. Historians claim a great calamity befell the city, but nay, 'twas a demon. The city sank below ground, and one quarter of the old city became the demon's den. This demon put fear into the hearts of all men and sent out minions to take the land. And its den, its palace, grew rich with the treasures stolen from all over the world. If there's... oh, okay, that's it. They're all relatively short, but, you know, since I've left them all at once, it's gonna be like maybe 5 or 6 minutes. Anyone who doesn't care for this stuff, you can obviously skip ahead. In order to increase its already formidable power, the demon created crystal stars to hold the essence of the heavens. One of these stars was placed in each country to exert the demon's influence. One of the castles built to contain these stars still stands near Petal Meadows. Gosh, dang it! Ah! Ah, jeez. Just... never mind. Never mind. The demon built a dungeon near its palace and filled it with terrible monsters. All those who fell into disfavor were thrown into this dungeon to rot. Yeah, Yi and the demon also had 3 dragon pets, Hooktail, Gloomtail, and Bonetail. Now you know what one of them possibly hints. Whatever. These dragons flew across the land, spreading fear and sorrow overall. Sorrow. Even now, the mere mention of a dragon is enough to give some the terrors. Yes. One day, there came a hero who could vanquish the fell demon. The young toad from Petal Meadows was strong of arm, but shy of voice. All those around the boy teased him endlessly about the way he spoke. But when the demon cast his fearful gaze across the land and reached out, the young toad used his strength and honor to defend his people. And he became a hero to all despite his odd voice. Okay, what? No. There was a wise Goomba from Boggy Woods, gifted in knowledge of the world. When beasts rose to take the woods, this knowledge helped the people fight them. And this Goomba who knew the way that every monster would attack, she began to think of a way to banish all monsters from the land. Yep, some of them are just really short. For a mere 5 coins, yes. A Koopa who traveled the world alone learned of the darkness covering the land. He went alone wherever evil dwelt, and banished it with shell and sheer bravado. The monsters grew to fear the scar-riddled Koopa, who thwarted them at every turn. But the brave Koopa was finally taken into a trap set for him by the monsters. But then a Boo who fought with the monsters came and used her magic to free him. The brave Koopa's spirit had melted the heart of the cold Boo lass. The Boo used her powerful magic to learn more about the evil they faced. We cannot destroy this darkness alone, she just decided, her face a grim mask. We need the Toad Hero of Petal Meadows and the wise Goomba of Boggy Woods. The Boo's magic drew the 4 heroes together to send this demon from the world. And so the 4 heroes finally set out for the Palace of Shadow. Yes. The power of the world-devouring demon was greater than any could imagine. But the wise Goomba soon realized that this was the power of the crystal stars. She thought of a way to take the stars and use them against the demon. She told the other heroes her plan and set it in motion, banishing their fears. The Boo's magic and the Toad's strength created a gap in the demon's defenses. At that moment, the brave Koopa seized the stars and succeeded in badly damaging the demon. But even the brave Koopa's stroke was not enough to end the demon's reign. The wise Goomba thought of another use for the crystal stars in that dire hour. She suggested sealing the demon forever with the crystal stars. All agreed. The heroes matched their strengths with the power of the crystal stars, and they successfully sealed the demon's soul within the deepest part of the palace. Together they made it so that only all 7 stars could break the seal. The 4 heroes thought they had sealed away the demon and all of its powers, but the demon used a tiny opening before the seal was complete to curse them all. While holding the crystal stars, they'd feel nothing, but when they let them go, a black box would appear to seal their souls within. The 4 heroes traveled the world scattering the stars so the seal would remain, but the last 4 stars each carried the curse which claimed each hero. The hiding places of many of the crystal stars have now faded in the legend, but some say that the wise Goomba hid one in the great tree. At that time, many monsters wandered in the nearby boggly woods. The tiny punies were always tormented by their fierce appetites, it was said. Pitying them, the Goomba hollowed out the great tree for the punies to live in. The punies were so grateful that they swore to protect the crystal star there. Okay. Once the Boo heroine hid her star in a steeple, she was trapped in the nearby town. Some say the crystal star lies in that steeple still. Yes. Short and to the point. The Koopa hero went to a southern isle to hide his star where none would find it. But the Koopa was so tired from his journey that the pirate Cortez stole it easily. In that very instant, the brave Koopa was trapped in an inescapable chest. But Cortez did not realize the power of the star, and it lost it among his treasure. The strong toad held his star and continued his arduous journey, but eventually the miles took their toll upon him and he collapsed. A traveling hero happened by and saved his life, but the toad knew his fate was to be trapped in the box when the star was gone. So he asked this healer to hide the star in a secret place known to no one. After the demon was sealed within the Palace of Shadow, many refused to come near that place of terror. But as the years passed, entire generations forgot, and the penniless and the immoral began to congregate in this once barren place. This place soon became a populous harbor, the town of Rogueport, and some even began to say that the underground city held a legendary treasure. But they were unaware that the demon slept beneath them still. The heroes knew that the seal might not last forever, and they sought to make the crystal stars available to one who might need them. So before going to their individual dooms, they made a map to all the stars, and to prevent an evil force from misusing the map, they placed it in a box that could only be opened by the pure of heart. Yep, and that's it. Nice. Well, no, go away. Real nice bit of lore there. And it even, explains how those black boxes all over the place came to be. That was the coolest part about that, really. That, those black boxes were actually the heroes. Okay, so this episode is probably primarily going to be focused on lore. Just in case people I've already watched that they just want to skip this video or something. Makes me sad, but... What does it say, by the way? Right. Oh, I gotta find Luigi. He's apparently decided to come here as well, for some reason. Oh! I can't even afford... I am just now that I've used all the ultra shrooms, I'm just in dire like bankruptcy. It's Flavio. Yeah, there's Luigi. I'm gonna rest up first though. Dear. Okay, so I'm full healed, at least. I've been catching a breather here, you know, reflecting back on all my adventures. It's been a long road, bro. Wanna hear what happened? It's a pretty long story. So we got two things, actually. Well, like I said, it's a really long story and this part is just crazy, but here goes. Hate Song Tower stands atop a jagged, unclimbable cliff beyond the northernmost sea. The winds whistle down the cliff, howling like banshees, singing songs of hate. People say it's pretty much the scariest place in the world, and I had to go there. Blocking out the bone-chilling howls, I somehow managed to reach the tower's door. I was terrified, but thoughts of Princess Eclair warmed my heart and gave me power. All of my companions felt the same way. They were with me to the bitter end. The door to the tower swung slowly, opened to reveal an inconceivable darkness. I tried to call out Princess Eclair's name, but I couldn't even breathe because, as I strained my eyes in the darkness, I saw the most terrifying beast of all. The Chestnut King himself appeared before me. He was monstrous and drooling. Puddles of toxic goo dripped from his mouth, melting the very ground at our feet. I couldn't stop shaking, but I gritted my teeth and faced the evil beast dead on. I dodged the king's fangs, jumped onto his chest, and gave him a whammer with the hammer whack. My swing split the air and crushed dead center on the Chestnut King's skull. Wow, was that just like a really bad miss? Or a really good miss? Anyways, hope powered me up, bro. I was going toe to toe with the king. I was loving it. This is it, I thought. I can win this. I'll risk it all in my next blow. I gripped my hammer tight and waited for my moment. The tension stung me. Shwak! The ocean winds rage against the tower's windows. With that sound as my call to battle, I advanced with no mercy in my heart. And then, 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 I beat him. I defeated the Chestnut King. An even worse beast came next. A nightmare thing too, but I beat it too. That part's not important. I rescued Princess Eclair. It is all over. And then I came back to Rogueport and had a light lunch. That's about it. Oh? You think there's more to the story than that? Not at all, that's it. That's the whole story of the quest for Princess Eclair at the end. But my adventures won't end here, bro. They'll never end. Actually, you know what? This guy actually novelized my quest. He's been interviewing me. He was actually interviewing me here at the end during breaks from my adventure. I didn't think anyone would be interested in reading a book about Luigi. But Super Luigi came out recently, and check this out, bro, here in Rogueport. It set a new record for consecutive weeks of #1 on the bestseller list. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Hooray for Luigi, bro. Why? He's just talking. This isn't even story. He's just talking and you're asleep. Oh well. I started reading it the other day, but it's an encyclopedic account in multiple volumes. Excruciating detail, bro. It's like a history book. It seemed like one anyway. They've got it in the shop here in Rogueport. How about you snag a copy, bro? By the sound, didn't you just say you had them? So can I just borrow it? No, I have to buy it. Well, that's the nutshell my plan at the moment. So I don't have the money to spend to buy the book. So I can't finish off the books or the lore of this episode. And also, it's also 20 minutes. That's the other issue. I haven't done anything. I've just been lore. Not even all the lore. But I guess that's that. It's what it is what it is. This is Paper Mario. Yeah. I feels like such a drag to just leave it off like this, but this has been the Green Knight and Mr. T. For those of you who watched, I hope you enjoyed the episode. And to you I say, aloha!